obviously late. Giannis makes that block on LeBron and the poke away, just two huge defense plays. Just kind of the clutch ability of him to be able to make plays on both ends.
Yeah, it's why he's Giannis, really. I mean, he's got the ability to go to another level. That block at the rim was, I mean, him, Wemby, and we should stop. Really, that's it. That have the ability, to have the timing, and more importantly, have the awareness to recover and get back in that. So that was huge. And then the steal at the end. You know, it's funny, we talked about it this morning, end of the game. They were 13-0 in clutch, and we talked about they love threes, you know. And so with Giannis, I thought he got up in LeBron and forced him to the basket. I thought that was a huge play for us to do that because he was going to a step back. It was about 99% that was about to happen. So I love that he did that.
Just offensively laid, some big free throws there from Kevin. What did you think of your execution?
I thought we got clunky. You know, I thought we had great movement. You know, if you watch this game, of the 48 minutes, we had 36 minutes of great movement and 12 minutes of standing around, holding an ISO, and that's just not who we are. You can tell when it happens because our three-point attempts go down. You know, right when we get into the ISO ball, we don't get threes anymore. And right when we get in the movement, we get our threes. And we didn't take as many in the second half because of that. So the good news is we won. The better news is we can watch the film and fix some of the things that we did tonight.
Kevin, overall, it felt like very controlled offensively, and then defensively to not. I mean, Luka didn't go to the line until late second quarter, and even third when Luka went off, Kevin was on the bench. Kevin's game tonight.
Scoot is extremely high IQ, right? So when you put high IQ on high IQ, you get no fouls. And I thought he did a hell of a job. It was 2-3 times Luka tried to, he got his hands out of the way. I mean, Scoot, like, he's cagey, man, and you can see that tonight. And, you know, there was one of the drives in the first half where Luka always leans, and he pulled all the way back. And usually he gets that foul, but he showed his hands. So he did a lot of, like, little things defensively that you wouldn't see, but he did them, and that was huge for us. Keeping them off the line, I think they had 33 free throws the last time we played them. You know, one thing we got to clean up is some of these offensive rebounds. I will say that.
Hey, Doc, back to Giannis. What goes into his efficiency, whether he's taking 11 shots like tonight or in the 20s?
Just he's letting it come. I think his trust level with me and with his teammates, especially because we have a lot of young guys, just keeps growing. You know, taking him out of the action down the stretch and putting, you know, Scoot and A.J. Green in the action. And you can see that's what he was like, this is good for us because he knew the second action was going to be him if it didn't work. That's just all trust. That really is. He likes his teammates. He likes what we run. He thinks, you know, he sees the numbers. His numbers are as efficient as he's ever been in his career. And so he likes it. He's happy, and it's good for him.
You mentioned Giannis's timing. On the front end of that is Miles being vertical, and then he has the clutch three corner. Now, for a guy, I mean, that was a game maybe some players lose themselves mentally with the foul. Like, have a guy
I agree. That's a
come
good,
up
good
like that
pickup
big.
because we were talking about it after the game. You guys who have been around the game, you pick up those two early fouls. Usually you're going to have just an awful night. And then we set them longer than we intended, but Bobby was playing so well. And with 3.5, I turned to Yeg and I said, we need to get Miles back in just so he can play in the second half to have some kind of rhythm. I told him that after. I was just really proud of him because I think a lot of guys would have mentally taken themselves out. And when he came in, he was ready to play.
Just how big is a win like this? A win on the road against a good team that's been good in the clutch.
It doesn't matter who. It matters that we are now 2-1 on the road, on this road trip, you know. And, you know, we put ourselves in the hole with the injuries and stuff, and now we're trying to bail ourselves out. So every win's big for us.